Howdy guys, Bookie Laura here, and I've got a book review for you. I'm going to be reviewing today In the Darkness, That's Where I'll Know You, which is the complete Black Room story by Luke Smitherd. I feel that I should start off by pointing out that a copy of this book was sent to me for free. I, ages and ages ago, did a review of The Stone Man. The author, Luke Smitherd, saw it and offered to send me another one if I would do an honest review of it, and that's what I did. It is difficult to summarise the plot without giving too much away because it's quite a funny and complicated story. One day, the main character called Charlie Wilkes wakes up inside somebody else's head. That's it. That's all there is to say. And the story basically goes from there. He doesn't know why he's there, she doesn't know why he's there, they're both freaked out, and it's kind of the mystery of them trying to figure out what on earth is going on. So if I'm going to list the positives, then I have to say right from the start that I love this book. It is without doubt the best book that I've read so far this year. I gave it 5 stars and I highly recommend it to everyone. I was a massive fan of The Stone Man, but this just blows that out of the water for me. The Stone Man was really well written, really interesting, but In the Darkness kind of just blows your mind. That's how I would describe it, that when I read it I was just constantly going, oh my god. That's it. One thing I really enjoyed that is really important to me in a story is that it gets you right at the start, that there is no faffing about, there is no slow build up, it's just like bang, here's the story. And you spend a lot of kind of the first few pages just going, what on earth is going on? I am so confused. But I really liked that because it made you want to find out, and that is kind of the point of a mystery book. I love the way that you as a reader were just as clueless as the two main characters. The fact that you wanted to know what on earth he was doing inside her head, how he got there, what was going on in their lives, made you want to keep reading. When I first started reading it and I realised that there was this huge mystery about how he got in her head and what on earth was going on, I was really worried that I had to read this whole entire book, which was really long, before I would find out what happened. But I kind of liked the way you were never left hanging. They were kind of like small mysteries within mysteries, so you felt like you were finding stuff out all the time. I feel like I always say the second half of a book has fantastic pace and makes you want to keep reading, but I felt this book kind of did that at the start, and then there was this middle section which was quite short where it felt like the main characters knew what was going on, and you kind of thought, where is the story going? And it got not slow, but just not to my taste at that point. But at that point, I think I was really worried that the story was going to go down a route that just was not my cup of tea at all. And then I was thinking, this isn't good, this isn't good, why am I going to carry on reading it? And all of a sudden it's like, woof, goes off on a completely different tangent, and I was like, yeah, that is why I kept on reading. There are so many twists and turns in this book. You feel like you know what's going on, then it changes. You feel like you know a character, and it changes. And one of my favourite things about this book is that it is impossible to define. When I started reading it, I thought, oh, this is a good mystery book. But then by the end, it was like, okay, we've got mystery, we've got romance, we've got horror, we've got every single thing that you could possibly get in a book, and it all knits together really well. I feel a bit like I'm going, bam, 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 this book is amazing, but it really, really is. It is such a strong book, particularly when you take into account, I think that this is not a world-famous author, this is not a really big author, relatively unknown, and so underappreciated. I think that this book sums up for me why I'm such a fan, because it is such a powerful and well-written story that people need to read. I'm going to end it there, guys, because my battery is low and that is causing me a drama, but I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. It is amazing. Cannot rate this book highly enough. I cannot recommend it enough. Top marks, best book I've read this year. Definitely read it. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.